If you want to trade with more confidence as a trader, you don't want to miss this video. In it, you'll learn the path to gaining confidence that we use on our proprietary trading desk in New York City, along with the step-by-step details of a proven and powerful setup that helped one of our prop traders transform into a confident trader. This is not information average retail traders have access to, so stick around. You're going to love this. Hi, I'm Mike Bellafiore, Managing Partner of SMB Capital, a proprietary trading firm located in Midtown Manhattan. I'm also the author of the trading classic, One Good Trade, and the Playbook. Click our subscribe button so you don't miss any of our trading videos produced for the trading community. The path to becoming a confident trader is learn trading setups with Edge. Find your trading niche that is best for your strengths. Tag and measure your trades. Earn that right to trade bigger. Trade your A+ setups bigger and more often. If you want to learn 4 more real-world setups that our traders use, including the simple setup that we teach all of our traders and the setup that turned one of our traders into a 7-figure big money earner, check out our free webinar we're currently running. Just go ahead and click this link to sign up for free right now. You'll learn more in a couple hours from this trading workshop than from years of online education. Becoming a confident trader, the path and setup with Edge that help one firm trader excel. We surveyed our entire trading community here at SMB. The #1 trading frustration in our trading community was a lack of confidence as a trader. So you're not alone if you're struggling with this issue of a lack of confidence. In this video, we're going to help you solve this problem. Dr. Andrew Menaker is a friend of mine and ours here at SMB Capital. He has the best definition of confidence that I've seen from people in our space. His definition is resilience in the face of disappointment. So confidence is going to be for us, for you to develop a trading system that works for you so that when you lose, you still have confidence because you know the next trade and the next trade after that is probably going to work for you. A new trader myth, for those of you guys listening and watching, and I hear this all the time. I hear quotes like, it's my trading psychology. I need to think more positively. I need to trade more in the zone. These are the reasons why you think you're not trading with enough confidence. No, you need to trade more setups with Edge for you. Repeatedly trading and losing and being confident is insane. You should lack confidence if you repeatedly lose. So you got to develop that trading niche. You want to experiment with setups with Edge. You want to find experienced traders who make money and co-opt their strategies, and we're going to do that with one strategy in this video. You copy the masters, and we're going to do that in this video. You tag and measure them in TraderView. Gravitate towards the setups best for you. It's your trading career. Make them your own. Internalize them. Master those setups. Study, 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 study the best of them. And then internalize them with training techniques. So when you're in real time, you're just pushing the buttons and active instinctively. Continue to tag and measure them in real time. So you got to find your trading niche. And when you do, that's when the confidence is going to start to come. So how do I find my trading niche? Experiment with different types of setups that guys trade with Edge. Tag them. Measure them. Give them a name. When I say tag them, that means give them a name. And you'll see how we tag them in this video. See which trades are working best for you. So you're measuring your trades, and you're seeing the ones that are most profitable. You're importing them and uploading them into TraderView, and it's spitting out stats for the ones that are most profitable for you. Think of how you've been successful in the past. Are you a really quick thinker? All right. So let's get into some scalp trades. Are you a slow analytical trader? Okay, so let's get into some swing trades. And we're going to show you one of those swing trades here today. Swang, one of our top traders on our desk, Black Cert trader, 2 million plus in trading profits last year, and going to have an even better year this year. He ought to scalp. He is a very fast thinker. All right, he ought to trade, Shark He has different skill sets. He is a parallel thinker. He can watch a lot of different things at the same time and make decisions. He ought to trade a lot of different stocks contemporaneously. Wilgus, one of our other really bright up-and-coming traders, he's very analytical, studies the heck out of what stocks are doing. He ought to stick to M&A. We got a plethora of traders here at the desk doing different things, and they're gravitating towards setups that are best for their individual talents and cognitive abilities. So one of the traders that we're really excited about, I'm going to affectionately nickname the Silent Assassin. Doesn't talk a lot, but is a killer trader when he finds a setup. He's a developing trader who's broken out. He's really starting to see that success. He learned how to scalp, swing. He learned efficiency trading. He learned all the setups we teach on the desk. He reminds me of Shark, and has from the start. There's this just quiet confidence about him. He's quiet, he's deliberate, he's prepared, he's conservative, he's serious. And in a recent daily report card, he wrote that his niche is when the long-term and intraday charts align. Not a great scalper. Pure edge when he swings stocks in play, aligning on multiple time frames. So I said, do more of that. I said, steadily increase your risk and your share size in that. Great observation from him to find his niche. Now he's expanding his expression of trades into options. All right, so he didn't feel like he had to scalp. He didn't feel like he had to do M&A. He experimented with different trades and found his niche. And until he found his niche, and not until he did, that's when he broke out. That's what you got to do. So let's take a look at a daily report card from that Silent Assassin. Have really been seeing the market pretty well recently, and have been building confidence in my trades. Have been spending quite a bit of time on chart work recently for higher time frame trades. Building some confidence with these ideas because I see them working in real time. Now the next step is starting to take some of these setups with more size and build more confidence moving forward. Running through 200 to 300 charts a day and picking out the top 5 to 10 ideas and then watching for them to set up intraday. These ideas are trades that are what I believe are the highest quality setups for my personal trading. What makes sense for me? Was able to take one of these trades today in G Pro, which set up nicely for what I like in a longer term breakout trade and intraday chart. Was able to size into this because of the confidence I had with this name in the past and knowing that I was risking more in the name if wrong. My niche is a longer term breakout or breakdown and a clean intraday chart in the same direction with price action confirming the idea. This is what makes the most sense to me and what I do well. On our desk, guys are finding their niche and then applying them to trades. I work with a series of seven-figure traders, not just on our desk, but also internationally. One of them is a seven-figure international trader. And admittedly, this is a trader who doesn't like to do as much review as perhaps some of the guys would at SMB. Admittedly, he likes his free time. Admittedly, I wouldn't call him a slacker, but he's somebody who is more irregular in routine and does better when things are more flexible. But what we've been doing with this trader is getting him to really study his A-plus trades. All right, so let's not study all your trades. Just study your A-plus trades. Just study your best trades. And he's been doing that religiously, really making substantial progress, really going over the trades that are best for him in his niche, trading them bigger and trading them with more size. So, and his confidence is growing. And this is a seven-figure trader whose confidence is even growing from that point of view. So hugely important if you want to get to the point where you're increasing your confidence is that you understand what your A-plus setups are and you're trading them bigger and you're trading them more often. And you're studying them. You're studying the heck out of them. Let's talk about a specific trade that helped one of our traders really find his confidence. Let's call it the multi-day support break trade. This is from our desk. This is in a stock AXON. So the general trade overview. We want to short into the breakdown of a key multiple day support level on a recent low float runner, a low float stock. When support holds as new resistance, add large size and let the stock show you when to cover, when there's a reason to cover. It helps if the original run is not justified by a catalyst. It also helps if the company has outstanding warrants or what we say is an ATM. A low short interest is preferred, and a large distance to the next important technical support level is optimal. So the multi-day support breakdown. Let's take a look at the variables. I love to deconstruct A+ trades and break them down into variables. Highly suggest you do this as a best practice for your trading. The variables of this trade are important technical level. We'll point that out. Elevated ARVL of 3 or better. ARVL's relative volume. Very strong indicator. Holding below intraday VWAP. Increased volume with the break. Holds below the technical level with its retracement. Steep move away from price with bid hitting. We say weak on the tape. Making lower lows consistently. Fundamentally, prices are not supportable. The benefits of this trade are you're trading off of essential technical levels. I know some of the new guys out there and developing guys out there get swamped with all these technical levels. In technical indicators. This is an important technical level. This is a technical level that professional traders use and make money off of. You don't have to be super fast in this trade. Outstanding risk reward in this trade. You'll see it appear daily. High win rate. You can trade it with large size. Everybody loves that. Everybody wants to be the next big dog. Often you're going to be in the money quickly. You can add short trades to your quiver. So this is something you'll see for short trades and long trades. You won't just have to trade long. The mindset in this trade is not worrying about, am I going to lose money? Am I going to lose money? Am I going to make money? I'm going to make money. The mindset is actually, when this is working, I want to add risk to it. Completely different mindset. I want to add risk to this in this setup when it's working. One of the favorite trades on our desk for our prop traders. One good trade from the prop desk. I'm seeing this. I'm going to share this with you guys. I'm seeing this over and over and over again while working with the elite traders that I have the luxury and great benefit to work with internationally. I'm seeing this throughout their trading. And these are traders who are trading lots of different markets, lots of different products, lots of different time frames. Mostly, though, shorter term active traders. The same thing keeps coming up. When they're trading at their best, they're seeing it. They have a thesis, and it's part of their playbook. So they're developing a thesis. They're seeing it on the tape. And they're trading a playbook trade. So the thesis in this particular trade is the original run-up is not justified by a catalyst. Trader developed the thesis. Trader sees it. It's holding below the important technical level. We identify important technical level. We're seeing it. It's holding below the important technical level. We're seeing it. We're seeing it. We're not predicting. We're seeing it. Okay, we've got the thesis, but now it's being confirmed with price action. And then we have a playbook trade that we actually trade this opportunity with. Multi-day support break trade. And we put all those together. That's what I'm seeing from the elite active traders trading optimally. That's the formula that keeps coming up with these guys. Big picture in this trade, SPY's holding above 278, local high of 279.36, watching a break for continuation or break of 278.50. SPY movement is not particularly relevant to this particular stock because it's a low float, needs to be treated differently. The last AXON offering was a year before. The company has plenty of cash relative to debt, so probability of an offering is low. can raise up to 750 million through secondary offering as per their S3 from the prior year. So fundamentals. AXON has been in play since 3 days prior when it issued news of a licensing deal with a particular company. AXON to pay 30 million upfront, plus possible future payments of 55 million and 757 million dependent on the developmental and sales milestones. AXON expects to initiate phase 1 and phase 2 studies of the drug by the end of the year. So still, and this is the key fundamental, still very far from full drug approval and real revenues. So the move from 175 to 6 plus was largely speculative or based on hype. So that's the key fundamentals to this. Very far away from full drug approval. No fresh news catalyst on the day of the trade. ATR of about 0.56. That's the average true range, how much it's going to move, how much it regularly moves intraday. The float, 32 million. Short of the float, short interest of the float, 7.76%. Average volume, about 5 million. Okay, so float's not, you get the float there, you get a nice low float opportunity right here. Short interest not too high to scare us off. Above 30%, we got to be a little bit careful. All right, big picture technicals. That right there is the kill candle. You got to stop that runs up too far. And then we're seeing it in terms of a chart pattern. What I mean by that is we're seeing the kill candle. Now you can see right there, huge volume. And you get the kill candle, big red, deep red candle, different than at any point into the run-up. From 2 to 6 plus, you never see a candle like that kill candle. You get the volume increase, you get the really sharp move to the downside with that deep red candle. So on our bigger term technicals, now we're starting to get a signal that this is potentially overdone. All right, so we've got the thesis, and now we're starting to see, now we're starting to see it, and we can see it on the chart. And we didn't have to actually get in right away. We didn't have to get in at 6 and watch it and capture it down. This trade is actually going to be even lower. So you didn't have to short it all the way up there at 660. You didn't have to short it at 6. I'm talking about a short that sets up and shows you the weakness. You see it. And you can see right here, 480 bounces off there first time. Bounces off 480, closes the day around 480. That's the day after the big kill candle. All right, so that's an important technical level. Couldn't get below 480. Pops up above 480 in the after hours, holds that level in the pre-market, tests it several times, bounces off of it, bounces off of it, tries to get below, reclaims it. All right, defends 480 for the entire session. So 480 is setting up as our line in the sand. 480 is setting up as our very significant technical level. This is not a let's overlay Bollinger Bands or MACD or RSI. This is a key level where people are most interested, as you can see from the price action. Technical analysis short term. So I like to look at longer term technicals, and I want to look at shorter term technicals. At the end of the day, before, everyone was thinking the same thing. AXON has put in higher lows and is held above the trend line. Shorts are stuck, and it's defending 480. So if we can break above 523 and then 536 and then hold there, it may continue the uptrend. Many Twitter traders had a long bias on this. The sentiment was bullish overall. I can just tell you from what we hear from our friends who are on the quantitative side, and we have a division here at SMB and KTG, there's real alpha in StockTwits sentiment and Twitter sentiment data. Guys who do this for a living find real alpha ripping through the data for StockTwits bullish or bearish, and Twitter bullish or bearish sentiment. There are two very key levels in this trade. First is the break of the trend line, which happens pre-market. Second is the break of 480. And that's that level we talked about in the last slide. 480 is a big level. This would provide conviction for us for a further downside. All right, so what do we get? So If your style is to anticipate the move by shorting small size in the pre-market and risking off of either a reclaim of the trend line or 508, then you can do that. If you want to watch the tape to see if 480 defends, you're going to see massive volume on the candle through the 480, and that suggests that longs have given up, especially considering the lack of previous volume. If 480 decrements, go ahead and hit the bids. The thing that you really want to see when we get below 480 is note that kill candle that took out both 480 and the previous day's lows. You can see huge volume comes in and a really nice move to the downside. And then it pops up and AXON is holding below 480 and VWAP. It's holding below that key technical level right here. This is the moment in time. You want to look to add more size and much more size when it's holding below 480. It's a good place to add. It's a good place to be aggressive. It's a good place to put on risk. It's working. You've gotten the volume. You've gotten the move through 480. You've gotten the volume confirming. You've got the hold below VWAP. You've got a longer term technicals on your side. You've got an unsustainable price based on your fundamentals. We've got all these variables now that we talked about on our side. Got an important technical level it's below. You've got elevated R-vol. You've got it holding below intraday VWAP. You've got increased volume into the break below 480. You've got it holding below the technical level with its retracement. All right? You're going to see guys hitting the bids when it got below 480. You're going to see it making lower lows, and these prices are just not supportable. And so back to our setups. Add more into the pops as it retests VWAP. Remember when I said your mindset is not to be thinking about taking whether or not you're going to make money or lose money. It's how do I put on more risk in this trade? You're putting on more risk in this trade. Big consolidation areas. We had one at 450, couldn't trade below 450, couldn't trade below 450. Then it does, add more. Cover into steep down moves. Swing it or take it off end of day depending on how you trade. We like to, and I think this is a good example of making profits around core. This is a very advanced trading principle. Making profits around core and then adding back. So you're going to take profits into steep moves. You're going to add into pops. You're going to take profits into steep moves. You're going to put on more risk when we break new levels. Take profits into steep moves. Take profits into steep moves. Try and add back into pops. Hold your core. Now, you can trade this as an intraday trade and a swing trade. I did it as an intraday trade. I call it an intraday swing trade. But you certainly could have swung this right from here, right from this moment, back to where it came from, all the way back into the twos if you wanted to hold it. Trade would have worked out really nicely as well if you played that as well. So what you learned? You learned the path to being a confident trader. You learned how to find your trading niche. We taught you a trade that helped one of our traders excel, and for you to go ahead and co-opt and practice in real time or on a demo starting right now. And I think hopefully the largest takeaway for you guys is how to think through a trading setup like a pro so that you can now take this thinking, this pro level thinking that we went through and start to apply it and develop your own trades. So go ahead and click our subscribe button so you don't miss any of our trading videos that we're producing for the trading community. If you want to learn 4 more real-world setups that our traders use, including the simple setup that we teach all of our traders and the setup that turned one of our traders into a 7-figure big money earner, check out our free webinar we're currently running. Just go ahead and click this link to sign up for free right now. You'll learn more in a couple hours from this trading workshop than from years of online education.